Hi, welcome to the Us Show, the space where real conversation happen. I'm your host Sadia, and today I'm joined by Kusela. We'll be talking about linguistics. Okay, we always start our podcast with a little game. So, so it's quick and fun. So, just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so favorite language to listen to?
English language?
Another language,
No, for me,
even if you don't understand. Okay,
maybe German. German, yes, German
German.
language. Yes, I'm
Okay.
too. Yes,
Grammar or vocabulary? Which one do you enjoy more?
vocab. No, vocabulary for sure.
Vocabulary. Okay, a language that you find really hard but beautiful.
Mm, well, both French and German. When it comes to French, is really amazing, but it has much rules. All right,
Okay.
but the German one. It's really complicated when it comes to the pronunciations stuff.
Okay. Do you prefer reading, writing, or speaking in a new language?
Okay, new language. Well, when I'm talking to or about the English language, I really into reading and writing since I'm a writer.
Just one skill.
Really, one skill,
Mhm.
one skill. Yeah, for me, reading is good. It's really amazing.
Okay. Okay, so Kisaida, can you briefly explain what linguistics is? Someone who has never studied.
Well, first thing that you said, linguistics is, yes, and we say linguistics is and not linguistics are. Yeah, that was
Mhm.
really good. That was a good shot. Yeah, good shot from you. And the linguistics is scientific study of human language, but according to some, like if we dig deep into the general linguistics by the socio, it's both. It's for both human language and animal language. Okay, since the animals also have got their language to speak through gestures, through our things, through our barking, through our sounds. Yeah.
Mhm, wow. Okay, makes sense. So, what drove you personally, like, to study linguistics?
Well, I can't say like it's not one thing, but it was a matter of willingness. It was like someone who has just heard of the dark energy or the dark matter in the space, and he wants to discover things. Like especially, I'm really into literary things. I'm into the languages, like from my youth. So it was really amazing to hear like the science of language, scientific study of language. It's really something that like catch my attention. Yeah, it's got my attention that time. So yeah, that's it. You should try
Okay.
it, by the way. Yeah, you should try it.
Okay, so what's the difference between applied linguistics and theoretical one?
Yeah, well. The people, or let's say the learners, can't manage to distinguish between both since they're literally somehow similar, right? Because when we speak about linguistics, I said that it's the scientific study, okay? But it's
Mm.
really theoretical. It has its branches like phonetics, phonology, uh, I don't really know morphology, syntax, things. Okay, but
Mm.
when we talk about things like applied linguistics, it often bridges the gap between theoretical and practical concern.
Mhm.
So one is theoretical and the other is practical. How is that practical? When we say about the applied linguistics, the applied linguistics, it's really focused on the use of linguistic theories and methods. See, so this is, yeah, like it's got like its modules with like language acquisition and language acquisition divided by the non-Chomsky in language teaching and learning, like in didactics, sociolinguistics, like when we talk about sociolinguistics, the matter between the sociology and the language, how does the language affect on social things, and we've got the language as resting in assessment, forensic linguistics. Okay, forensic linguistics is analyzing language in criminal cases. I don't know if you're familiar with such things. There
Yes.
exists this analytics language in criminal cases. Okay, and finally, last and lastly, it's translation and interpretation. Sorry.
Wow.
And as I
That's too
said,
much
so
information.
you can see, yeah, you can see that theoretical linguistics, it is just theoretical, but the applied focus on using the theoretical one. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Yes.
for providing us and really useful. Thank you.
Is there any more questions that you can ask
No, I
me?
mean, it's really enough. Thank you. So, how has technology changed the way we study or analyze language
Yeah, I did
based on
things
your
like
experience?
I do remember, Sadia. I really remember when I was like in university. I was performing my dissertation. It was the last thing to do, and my dissertation theme was about blogs. How do blogs affect on the EFL English students and English learners, like English learners? All right. So when we talk about the blogs is a part of technology. This is one of the matters. Just imagine when you're scrolling on TikTok, on Reels, on Instagram. I really know that, and I'm really certain with a certainty knowledge that you're to face or you're to meet Reels that some teachers are providing the people like new vocabulary, new idioms, new things.
Mm.
Uh, yes, I know that you did. You did many times. You came across to these kinds of videos,
So,
and not
what about AI?
well AI. Well, I don't really support the AI. I don't really support the AI. Okay, I don't really support it because it's what it's making. It's happening to people like lazy and more moron, more stupid. Sorry to say that, but yes, the people are
Okay,
not diligent anymore
mhm,
because of the
mhm.
AI. Yeah, yes.
But we all know that AI is everywhere nowadays, so you cannot, I mean, avoid using by students. So, do you think that gonna affect their studies?
Yeah, like, can you visit a doctor who's got like his degree from the AI things, like he was studying by the AI, like he's asking the AI things and cases in medical cases. I don't really trust him. I don't really trust the AI. I don't really know,
Okay,
but
makes
I don't
sense.
really. Maybe I'm really traditional man. Maybe I'm traditional man.
Okay, so how does language influence culture, or how does culture influence language? So vice versa.
Oh, yes, that's really like the best question. Like, I really like it. I do remember it's like it's about a month, not really a month. I went to a teacher of mine university in like she invited me. I sat there and she was asking them. She's a teacher of civilization. Okay.
Your
She
what?
asked them,
Sorry.
My teacher.
Your teacher. Okay.
Yeah, my teacher civilization. I was just a guest there. Yeah, I was just a guest there. And she was asking by one, yeah, like, why are we like learning about civilization things, and what does this matter with the language? Why do we really relate the language with the civilization things and cultural backgrounds? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the people there and students there were bit a bit stupid. All right. So sorry. Okay.
Okay.
When we are learning a language, we need to learn the cultural background as well. All right. You would ask me why and how. Like if we can see like a pure language, not that pure, but if we compare between the American English and British English, if you go to, let's say, to Birmingham, to London, to Liverpool, things like that, at such speech communities, it's there like a really pure English. You feel like a pure English. Like I do provide some examples. If we say cigarette, cigarette is international. You can find it anywhere with a standard English. But in England, yeah, at a particular part of England, like speech communities, this is the word speech communities, it's bag or blimtham.
Mm-hmm.
Or fancy sharing a blimtham, or fancy sharing a fag. But a fag in the United States is someone who is gay, someone who is really gay, or someone who is homosexual, or who's fag. But in England, at this particular speech communities, it's secret. See, it's not like there's no like the slightest similarity between them. If we say like some idioms, he gave me a short shoulder, cold shoulder. Sorry, a cold shoulder. Sorry again. A cold shoulder. If you translate it from one language to another, and you don't really know what does it mean, or what does it like relating to the cultural backgrounds, yeah, give me a cold shoulder. Would say, what does this mean? Like, give me a cold shoulder. You're interpreting and like you're translating the words, literally translation. You're not gonna understand the words. I know you will understand it literally, but not from a cultural background. All right. So if you
Mm-hmm.
say this, it means like he neglected me. But in the Arabic cultural background, when someone gives you a cold shoulder, it means that you're a guest there, like the Arabs. If we say, let's say, العرب القح بالعربية باللغة العربية.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when a guest came to them and he exceeded 3 days, like you've got only 3 days to say like to sit there, only 3 days, you will be really be like respected and all. But if you exceed 3 days, they will give you a good lump shoulder, like you're a bit exceed this period, you can go home. You
Mm-hmm.
really can.
That's
Yeah.
really interesting.
Okay. We say break a leg, break a leg, break a
Mm-hmm.
leg down. Okay, break a leg is good luck. There is no logical thing when it comes to break a leg. Break a leg? Okay, you would like shot the stare at me and say, break a leg? Well, what you talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about break a leg. Like I'm saying good luck. Yeah, you can say only just good luck. No, come on. In England, they will say break a leg, which means good luck, because in their cultural background, they do break the men also were like sorry, they were breaking legs, lamb legs or cow legs or things, buffalo's legs, just to
Mm-hmm.
before they do something to wish a good luck. See,
Okay.
this is how how it does affect.
Okay, so concerning the dialects, what are some common misconceptions people have about dialects?
All right, that's really a good question. Yeah, dialects. In linguistics, I studied dialectology, the module dialectology, which says that a dialect can be a language and language can be a dialect. All right, you would ask me, no, a language is a language and a dialect is for specific particular area, geographical area, or specific speech community. No, for a specific community, it's an accent, but a dialect is a dialect. A dialect can be a language, and language could be a dialect. Well, according to the socio, language is changed through time, which is synchronically changing, or it changed diachronically. All right, but it changed because of what? And how do we officialize a language? Like in Kabyle, the Berber Kabyle, I know the Algerian ones. The Algerians are to saying why the president officialized Tamazight, which is not Tamazight, which they officialized the Berber Kabyle. The Kabyle used to be a dialect, but it's now a language because it's officialized because of political standards, because of economical standards, because of the cultural backgrounds. All right, and sometimes a language, when it's really dead, when it's being to be dead, so it becomes a dialect. And can you believe that Algerian dialect, which is not Arabic dialect, Algerian dialect, can be one day, well, can be. I'm saying that it might be, with the slightest possibility that it might be a language.
It has all potential to be dialect.
Yes, yes. Do you know that it consists of many words, many borrowed words, because of linguistic borrowing and linguistic convergence? It can be this dialect can be a language, but through time, because we really don't know about the time, what's coming up. I was saying like the Algerian dialect. The Algerian dialect can be and might be, with the slightest possibility, to be a language over time. Or you would ask me, what are you talking about? You're just a naysayer. No, yeah, I'm not a naysayer. I'm talking from a linguistic point of view. When we're talking scientifically with evidences and things. All right. So according to Dissociation, language changed through time and over time, synchronically, and it changed diachronically at a particular time. All right. So when we're talking about a dialect, which can be a language, or a language which can be a dialect, so we're talking about really like an important matters, really important matters. The Algerian dialect, since it consists of many words, really many words, like borrowed words. You can find Spanish, you can find Kabyle, you can find Arabic, you can find Roman, you can find things, many things in the Algerian dialect, but it has got its own structure. But according to what, to which standards it will be a language? This is the question. We've got some standards like, can you imagine, like political standards, economical standards, social interaction standards. See, it can be like one day with a slight possibility, it can be a language. Yes. If we speak about the Kabyle, Kabyle is a dialect. Tamazight is a language, but Tamazight, it is really dead. Okay, it's extincted through time and over time. But according to the linguistic divergency, so we've got many dialects. Yeah, we've got many dialects.
Let me just tell you something, Kسيلا. We have our own dialect, in Shawiya part. You know that?
Yeah, that's a dialect. Shawi is dialect.
Okay, it's the same like Kabyle. No.
Yeah. No, it's not the same.
I mean, it has letters, it has everything. So to be language.
Yeah, I'm going to explain that.
Talk about Kabyle. I don't know why.
Yeah, said Yeah, I'm going to explain that. We've got
Mm-hmm.
Turkey, we've got Shilhi, we've got
Mm-hmm.
Marabdi, we've got Zwawi, we've got Kabir, right? Well, if you relate, like the Kabirs can't understand the Shawi and Shawi can't understand the Turki and etc. Because of the autonomous, there is no intelligibility between them. Because of linguistic divergency, if we can see and we can observe and behold the Turkey ones, they're really reservative and preservative to their own dialect and language and their cultural backgrounds. Like they're really like there's no interaction, social interaction with Turkey people. They live all alone. In Algeria, you can see. All right. But the
Mm-hmm.
Kabyle people really defended on the Tamazight, really defended and academic language. We've got an academy of language, Tamazight language. Okay, they did things, researches because we've got Mamri, Mulud Mamri, he's a linguist and he's a highbrow and he's an intellectual. It's who he sets some rules to the Kabyle language. The dialect who can be a language. It's who it is like the most powerful. All right, the Shawi didn't really depend on Tamazight, and the Turki didn't do.
I just ask you another question. So thank you so much for your, clarification. So let's just talk about you as a teacher. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
challenges did you face during your research or academic journey?
Well, as a teacher as a student who wanted really to dig deeper in linguistics, which part of it?
Sorry?
Which part you're asking about? Being a teacher, the part of I'm a teacher, the fact that I'm a teacher of English, I'm teaching the kids or teaching students how to speak the English language, or they part of being a linguist who is digging deeper into linguistics.
Okay, a teacher of linguistics.
Well, when it comes to linguistics, I've faced many, and I had faced many struggles. One of them, the resource, like you can't find books, you can't find things that can help to know more and more about linguistics. All right, okay, let me ask you, can you find Chomsky's books in here? Like
No,
like you go to a bookshop, and you ask, do you have Noam Chomsky's books, Dissocius books? You can't find them.
I don't think
You
so.
really can't find them. No, you really can't, because I really did some research. I tried like to find out where I can buy this stuff, this kind of books, but you can't find, because the people are really not interested. All right. Yeah.
Okay,
This is one of
makes
my
sense.
biggest struggles.
Mm-hmm. So, what advice would
Mhm.
you give to students who are considering studying linguistics as like hard field?
All right. To the people, to the students who are studying my field, I do recommend, strongly recommend, and suggest to understand the field, to really understand the field. Because I do remember some teachers, like a teacher of semantics and pragmatics, like just imagine a module like pragmatics and semantics. Yeah, it's really like grade one. Like you really enjoy the semantics. The semantics is the study of meaning in language, meanings of words. Like if I
Uh,
ask you, and things I'd like put you in a situation where you would ask yourself, why do we call a rose or a flower by flower? And why do we call it in Arabic warda and zahra? Why? It's really philosophical one. Like where's the relationship? Where's the relationship between the rose and the image, between words and the image? And see, it's really just something of like fun. It's really fun. And when it comes to pragmatics, we study the context, the word and the language in the context. We know how to use the words in such context. Like one word has got many meanings. If I say in Arabic language, as we're natives, say كسرتها بصحتك. Okay, you did that. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for being really smart. Okay, here I'm not addressing that you were really smart, but in pragmatics, it's signified as an irony. It's as a figure of speech. You didn't do the right thing, but I do say it like in a good way. See?
So,
Yes.
any books, any recommendation, like for beginners?
Well, no, there's no such beginners in linguistics. If you're to dig deeper in linguistics, you are no longer a beginner. But I do strongly recommend General Linguistics by Ferdinand de Saussure, and the LAD by Noam Chomsky. Well, Noam Chomsky is really like a highbrow. Is the best of all times. Is really the best of all times.
True.
Yes.
So, finally, what's your favorite word in any language? Let's start with English. Just like one word.
Do you know the oh my god, there are many. Aura.
Just one
Aura.
comes to your mind.
Aura.
Oh wow.
Aura.
Is it English?
Aura. Yes, it's in English. Aura. Aura, like something really charming, something that's got much charm.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, French.
In French, oh my god, in French, like l'amour, l'amour, l'amour. Really
Okay,
nice.
what about Arabic?
Arabic, Allah, Allah.
Oh wow. Okay, another language. Do you know Spanish? What about Spanish? Okay.
Vamos, yeah, maybe vamos because of yeah,
Wow.
Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah,
It's my
Real
favorite.
Madrid,
Okay.
yeah.
It's my favorite beside remontada. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, good one.
It's
Yeah.
Spanish. It's very Spanish.
But we didn't do it against Arsenal. Yeah, my God.
Okay.
Don't remind me. Don't read it. You just remind me. You reminded me. Oh my God.
Brings us to the end. Thank you, Kosela. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. More inspiring topics and guests are coming soon. Bye.